Okay, so I completely forgot that book hauls even existed, and I haven't made one since October. So I thought it was time to do one and to show you every book I bought since October. That was a little bit too much for me, so I chose to only show you the books now that I haven't read yet, and that I bought since October. So I have three piles. I have one pile that is books that I bought in England, where I was recently, and I have a pile of books I got over Christmas, and then I have a pile of books that I just felt like buying books and I bought some. So let's go because it's going to take a while. So first, in England you have a bookstore called The Works, and they mostly sell they sell all kinds of books, but they also have some great deals on book boxes. So I bought 3 book boxes to be precise. Were those books on the top of my list that I really wanted? No, they were not. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I do want to read them, and they were relatively cheap, so I bought them. So the first one I bought was Nevermore. This is by Jessica Townsend, and as you can see, really cheap. It is in pounds. This is about a girl who has magical powers and goes to a school and goes on adventures, and maybe it's time to take the plastic off. I am really looking forward to read this series, because I know last year so many people craved about it, so it won't come out. But you know, these ones I bought. Then the next box I bought is the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. Brandon Sanderson. Yes, that one. And I know a lot of people love this book, these books. I have no clue what's it about, but you know, I couldn't leave those guys in the store. It was just too cruel. There is another book by Brandon Sanderson that has a little bit of romance in it. Warbreaker? Is that the one? I don't know. But I want to read that one first and then read these 3. But really excited. The last book box, which didn't came in a box, but I don't know. That is these 3 books by Cart Nix. It is Sapriel, Lyriel, and Aborson. I'm probably butchering these names, but that's okay. The only thing I know is that Sabriel is about a child who gets, I don't know, he goes away at least, and he comes back for his father because there's something with death, and I don't know, but these 3 books, thought it looked really cute and it was really cheap, and yeah, I don't know, I bought it. And the next book I bought is Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Mensch by Sally Thorne. I saw this book and I thought, Frankenstein, yes, let's go. This book was also very popular last year, so when I saw it, I just couldn't leave it there. But it has witty banter, a sexy toe-curling romance, and voice that pirouettes off the page, but at a part of Tim Burton. Yeah, I just... Oh, here it also says Ruben Dixon said Bridgerton meets the Addams Family. I mean, that sounds amazing. Can't wait to read it. Okay, so those were the books from England that I haven't read yet. Let's go over to the Christmas pile. So 2 of these books were gifted by my parents, and the rest was gifted by my boyfriend. So if you're watching, thank you so much. I can't wait to read them. So the first book I have is The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. This is the second book in the Off-Campus series, the first one being The Deal, and I read that one and really loved it, so I can't wait to continue, and I want to read it now. But I can't. I have a TBR. I have to stick to it. Whew. Yeah, but, you know, it feels so good. I don't know, sometimes there are just some books that feel incredible, and this is one of them. And it is an ice hockey romance, so can't wait to read it. Okay, then I got A Touch of Ruin by Scarlett Sinclair. This is also a second book in a series, the first one being A Touch of Darkness, which is a Hades and Persephone retelling, and this one just continues that story, and I can't wait to read it. And it feels also good, but the other one feels better. Then I got Love on the Brain by Ellie Hazelwood. I read The Love Hypothesis by Ellie Hazelwood and I really loved that one. So I can't wait to read this one. I believe this is the second one in the STEM series, but I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Can't wait to read it. And then I got The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. This is going to be my first book by her. I never read anything of her and I can't wait to read it because I heard so many great things. And I believe this book is about a witch who had a breakup and then several years later he comes back and pom pom pom. I actually don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, sounds good. And then I got 5 Star 5 by Holly Jackson and I can't wait to read this one. This is going to be my first book by her, I know. What am I doing? But I just saw this cover and I really loved it. I really liked it and I just can't wait to read it. And I believe it is about a group of friends who stay overnight in a car and I don't know, shit happens, but yeah. You can't see me, but I can see you. If you try to run, I will shoot. Sounds good. I'm gonna read it. Oh, then I got a book. You're going to be jealous, but don't. Just, I don't know. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. I hope that's the way you pronounce it. But look how stunning this book is. Isn't it just incredible? I saw it and I was like, yep. Adding that to the cart and you can still see them here on the inside. It is just so pretty that I'm just a tiny bit scared to read it actually. But it is such a stunning book. I can't wait to read it. This is about, it is a cozy fantasy that follows an orc who is trying to run a cafe. I think it's a cafe. What? A cafe, yes. This is a story about following your dreams even when they take you away from who you thought you had to be. It's sweet, beautiful, and most of all kind. The most fun I've ever had in a coffee shop. Well, we all know what a coffee shop means in the Netherlands, so I don't think it's about that. But can't wait to read it. Then I got Electric Idol by Katie Robert. The first book being Neon Gods. I have that one and I read that one and I really liked it. So I'm really happy that I can continue the story. And I know there are like 2 or 3 more books in this series, but this is he was the most beautiful man in Olympus and the most deadly. The first one is about Hades and Persephone, and this one is about Demeter and Aphrodite and maybe Eros. Ooh. Can't wait to read it. And then I also got a book that is also very, very pretty and it's so pretty. Look at it. Look at it. I don't know, it's so pretty. It is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. This also got first in one of the topics on Goodreads. I don't know if it was fiction or I don't know. But look at that. It's not focusing. Yes, okay, it's showing. But look how pretty that is. It's just stunning. And this book is about, it has extra material. What? That's amazing, but look how pretty. It is about a female scientist, Elizabeth Zott, and it's happening in the 1960s. And one certain Calvin Evans falls in love with her. But of course it's also very much about equality because that wasn't really a thing back then. So I've heard. So yeah, can't wait to read this one. It is so pretty. Okay, so those were all the books I got over Christmas, and now we're left with the pile of books I bought myself. And I'm just gonna start with the first book that I'm not embarrassed to show you it, but it's just, you're gonna think, hey, that's not you, it is me. I don't know. I got The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, a guide to spiritual enlightenment. I don't know, this book, everyone was reading it and talking about it, and Oprah Winfrey shouted it out, so I was like, okay, I'll just read a book about a guide to spiritual enlightenment. And to be honest, I like spiritual stuff, so I'm just gonna read it. Then I got a book that I was so happy that I could still buy, even though it is damaged like no one's business. I have no clue what happened there, but yeah. It's not pretty, but it is Dark Harmony. This is the last book by Laura Thalassa in this series, in the Bargainish series. And as you can see, it is damaged here. And yeah, there's nothing to do about that. It just really bums me out, but it's okay. But the covers are changing, and I wanted to have a matching set. So I was really happy that I still got to buy this one, because I don't know, everywhere I wanted to buy it, it was just sold out, so happy about that. And maybe I'm gonna buy the new ones as well, I don't know, but at least then I have a complete set of the first cover. So then I got a book that I did not know was this big, and after seeing that it was this big, I was a little bit scared to start reading it, so I haven't read it yet. And then is Anastasia by Sophie Lark. I read 2 books by Sophie Lark, and the first one is There Are No Saints and There Is No Devil, or it is the other way around, I don't know. But those books were really fun, really quick reads, not a lot of pages, very big font. So when I heard she was making a book about Anastasia, which is one of my favorite stories, I knew I wanted to get that book. But then I got it, and look how massive it is. It's okay, it doesn't look massive because you have my head besides it, and that one is massive. But it is, and there are beautiful pictures in it. It is very floppy, so I'm really happy that I got it, but this is going to be a commitment, because it is over 600 pages. Oh, don't read the words because we're near the end, but look how pretty. So I'm really happy that I got it, but I thought when I get it, I'll just read it in like 3 hours, and then I'm very happy and I can continue on the TBR that I already have, but that was not the case. But can't wait to read it though. Then the next book I bought, technically I read, but I wanted a chance to talk about it, and I only listened to the audiobook, and I ordered the book after I listened to the audiobook, so technically I haven't read that one yet. I don't know if it counts, I just wanted to talk to you about it. And that is The Unmarked Witch by Miranda Lynn. This book is about a witch that it's... to describe this book, I can say it's like a mix of The Hunger Games and ACOTAR. Something like that. I don't know. I just really loved it, so that's why I bought the book also in hardback. I just really liked it, and I can't wait to reread it. But I haven't talked about this book anywhere on my channel, I believe. So I just wanted to show you really quick and tell you that I love this book and I can't wait to read it. But yeah, I bought it, so yay. I was watching the reading sprints of Brooklyn Reads, and I think it was her at least. And in the comments they were talking about a series that I hadn't heard of yet. So I just thought, why not buy the entire series? And it is the With Sex series, with the first book being Find Me, the second one Save Me, and the third one Love Me. And it is by Ashley and Rostak. I have no clue. The only thing I know when they described it to me, it sounded a little bit like, what is my mind doing today? It sounded like the Mindfuck series, a little bit. But all I know is that it's about a girl who has a boyfriend who is a stalker, and she goes into the WitchSec program. So, we're almost there. I look tired. Maybe because I am. Okay, then the book I bought is Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. This is the second book in... What is the series called? I don't know. But the first book is Delilah Green Doesn't Care, which was one of my favorites of last year. So, of course, I'm continuing the series. And this time it follows her sister, Astrid. That one. And I think she's going to fall in love with this one. So, can't wait to read it. Then I bought A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Yeah, I'm joining the read-along of the From Blood and Ash series. So, of course, I had to buy this one. And I did. And I still have to read it. I have like 3 days to finish it. So, yeah. Wish me good luck. But From Blood and Ash, we all know it. Then I bought The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chokshi. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a new release that I just received, and I'm so happy because I'm hearing so many great things about this book. And this is just a romance-y book with weird, mysterious things happening. But as far as I know, a man desperately wants to marry a woman, and that can only happen if he agrees to never ask about her past, so he doesn't. But then they decide she has to go back to where she came from, to the house, and I don't know, he just gets really nosy and stuff happens, apparently. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a book, but yeah, really excited. And then we go to the last book of this haul. To be honest, I've seen people do like 100 books in a haul. I don't know how you do it. I didn't even give a description of every book, and I'm exhausted. And this is just taking me forever. But the last book I bought was How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black. I have all the other books in this series, so I was like, I need to get the... Oh, so stunning artwork. So stunning artwork. Ooh, look. So yeah, can't wait to read this one as well. So, those were all the 30 books. I hope I can keep this video under 15 minutes. So, thank you so much for watching my book haul. I can't wait to read all these books. Please let me know if you have read any of them and if you like them or if you hate them, so that I know if I have to bump them up on my TBR or, you know, crush their souls and put them down. But anyway, I love you and I'll see you next time. Bye! Ow. Doei! Early in the morning, I'll come back to you.